is the moment fans watching around the world have been waiting for.
Listen.
The 5-time champion winning, that's the squad.
Yeah.
Mention Dallas once and they know who we are.
Okay.
The infamous star,
Yeah.
shine brighter than any. Then turn your YouTube on and just start listening to Henny. You know what
The
he
more.
spent is legit facts and stacks. Breaking down the cash is buried all in the contracts. Who got hurt? Who got benched? What's the score? Ask the man behind the hat in the shades, your landlord.
Yeah.
Giving us a real, he ain't scared to name names.
Facts.
Delivering the NFL news with southern slang. Move out the way, don't want no birds, no cheesesteaks. Or them tiny little men from New York, get up your weight. And Washington, hey yo, what's your name again? You had the biggest year of your life, still couldn't win. And then again, they don't got time to mess with you. West Coast is in the booth and he getting the interviews. With Jerry Jones, you know we make sure we in the news. And the people saying give us some more, they can't refuse. They call up Blue, get all his tape, he coming through. Now we drunk and nefarious and they taking y'all to school. Cowboys College, fill you up with all the knowledge. They link up with Boss or with Vach, you gotta watch it. And it's you got
Must
it.
see.
Dropping the intro, get to know me. We staying on their neck until we holding up the trophy. Again, yeah.
You don't know half the stuff that was happening.
You already know what it is.
Playing for the Cowboys is different.
Yo, big up HTM Sports. Landlord from Alabama and West Coast Cowboy.
No matter what they say.
Giving you the best of Cowboys Convos, Cowboys news and everything that's going on in and around the NFL.
The only thing else I got to say is, how about this Cowboys?
You better tap in, man.
Hey. Woo. You better tap in, man.
And we are live. Yeah, buddy. We live, fully energized, back from the dead, reincarnated. This is Cowboys Convos, man. Where we be on here talking crazy about your old lady, about the Philadelphia Eagles and Shady. So what it do, man? It's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store, intoxicated, X-rated, fully faded. Hey, and we got the brother, landlord from Alabama, you know, in the building, man. The live. And listen, he's the only person that runs Ligament or Us and the Trap at the same time.
Facts,
my boy
facts.
be writing, he be writing all kind of shit off on his taxes, man. He got like 2 businesses he be writing off, man.
Ligaments
So, hey,
are us.
Ligaments are us, man. If you need
Absolutely.
a knee, he's whom you need to see. And we
Let's
say
get
whom
it.
to make it sound, we
Make
say
it sound
whom to
real
make it sound
professional.
Yeah.
Hey, you know the little running joke they got on Facebook where they say when they fold their arms up, they think they professional and shit. You know what I'm saying? It be the girl that cheated off your paper in 3rd grade and now she want to do your taxes. Boy, we live in a crazy time now.
Man.
We live in a crazy time. She copied my
Yes,
name
we
off
do.
my paper. Yeah, but now you want to do my taxes. Nah, baby.
Got
I'm
my
good.
name off the paper is crazy.
I'm good. She put my whole government name on her paper. That's how we got caught. But you want to do my
Man.
taxes. It's crazy. But salute to everybody out here rocking, man. Hey, we finna do some personalized shout outs. Hey, the real ones finna get they you know what I'm saying? They just do. Shout out to Just Blaze. You know, pun
Just
intended.
Blaze.
Shout out to
Remember
Devin.
that drop?
Yeah. Just Blaze. That's Just Blaze, the producer.
Yeah.
Is that him? You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know in the trap. Salute to Devin. Salute to Elijah Robinson. Salute to Trey Breezy. Salute to Rogue X in the building. Salute to Jay Bryant, Agent of Chaos. I like that. Agent of Chaos. This sounds like you should be in the trap. I'm not sure where you are, but hey, you're welcome. Salute to Cowboy Vet in the building. Hey, man, salute to everybody rocking with your boys, man. Landlord and Henny the Moore. What's going on?
Not much. Cowboy Vet, Jay Bryan, Agent of Chaos, Ledbetter, Luca, Rogue, Trey Breezy. And he asked, dog, why we sign another defensive tackle?
We ODing off of defensive tackle, ain't it? We going
Now,
crazy with the defensive tackles.
Now, I was fair with it because if we do the math, we lost Osa Odigizua, that's 1. We lost Perion Winfrey, that's 2. We lost Solomon Thomas, that's 3. What we added was 00, 1, and then we added this fella, Bullard. That's 2. So we actually lost 3 and took 2 back. You know what I'm saying? And then they probably just going to say, hey, we got Jay from UCLA just sitting around getting fat, eating Twinkies and protein bars, getting his grown man weight index. So they're going to say, hey, we got the defensive tackles we want moving forward. But I think it's schematic. It's a schematic thing. Like, even at his size, he's not known as like a true 3 tech or nothing like that. He's known as a run stopper and a rotational guy. So they pretty much let it be known with all the moves they made. You is not finna run on the Dallas Cowboys. Like, we got run stoppers as our starters. We got run stoppers as the backups. You know, if we draft somebody, they probably gonna be good at stopping the run.
Real quick, hold that thought. Salute to Elijah
brother.
Robinson on the cash out, man. That got you a raffle entry, and we know how he operates. You might need to check yours, man. Salute to you, my guy. We appreciate you. Hey, y'all know we doing a raffle, so hey, the jerseys is on the way. We trying to wait to see, till everything play out, but then we're gonna give y'all choice of jerseys. Hey, whoever wins, you get what you want. You understand? It could be a Max Crosby jersey. Could it be? Who knows? We don't
Myles
know.
Garrett? Myles Garrett?
We don't know. Could it be a Myles Garrett jersey? Who the heck?
I will hope so.
Could it be a Josh Downs jersey? You know what I'm saying? Who could it be? Who could it be? It could be a lot of people here. It could be a lot of people. So make sure y'all get your entries in, man. We're going to make sure y'all get y'all a good old authentic Dallas Cowboy jersey on both channels, too. So $5.
Yeah, they're individual.
Got you.
Yeah, because if you enter land and you enter mine, you double your chances of winning. You know what I'm saying?
Double up.
He said, waiting for the Jamad McCoy visit by Tuesday. Y'all can stop saying he's injury prone. Shit, I ain't said nothing about him being injury prone. I said I want that nigga. I don't know who y'all been saying or who y'all been seeing, but shit, I've been a very loud proponent of getting Jamad McCoy, because when we cut that film on, I don't give a damn what anybody else say. His film was better than Mansour Delane's.
You right. Hold on. Josh Downs is his cousin. Is they in the kin to each other? Might be.
I don't know.
Josh Downs are a little short wide receiver though. I like them coming out. That's why I'm getting.
They probably
it's Caleb Downs.
related.
They might be related. Who knows?
I'm finna Google this because I know he probably related to the boy. It just seems like
it seems right, don't
it? Personal life. Yeah. Caleb's brother Josh also played with the Tar Heels and is now with the Indianapolis Colts.
Okay, so that's why I got them confused. My fault. They are brothers, but
we're brothers. We're happy and we're singing. We're colored. Give me a high five.
Shit. Y'all know we watch Wayans Brothers in the Trap, nigga. You know I already know that. You know we watch Wayans Brothers in the Trap. Don't y'all forget it. Salute to my guy Reeves King, man. One of them Trap members in the building, man. Salute to you, my guy. We appreciate you.
Salute to Reeves, man. Salute.
We appreciate you. Hey, he working early. He hit me on the text, say, hey man, I got a proposal. I got a Myles Garrett proposal. He over there working numbers, man. Salute to them. Cowboy Nation is tuned in to this too. They want to make this happen. And I think it'll be exciting, man. It would be. But you want to jump on the topics, or you want to start off saying something else? What you want to do?
Man, you know we're going to go right into the topics, man.
Well, let's do it then, man. They call them the Trap Topics of the day for a reason then. You feel me? Like, let's do it. Hold on. Hold the phone. Get up on my screen. All right. Let's see. Trap Topics of the day. You got who that is. Hold on.
Oh, Mike Garafolo. I used to say his name, but he was the one that initially I seen the post where he announced the signing. The Cowboys signed veteran defensive lineman Jonathan Bullard per his agent John Persley of Sports Stars New York City. Bullard is signing a 1-year, $2.5 million max deal on the day of his late grandmother Joyce's birthday, which is fitting because he said she was a hollering at the TV Cowboy fan. Oh, this nigga country.
Oh, I love it. Hollering at the TV. She a real one then. That what that mean. She definitely a real one. I love it. We need them type of people, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. I'm straight hollering at the TV. I'm cussing the TV out. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's a former 3rd round pick. I think he came out the same year as Dak Prescott did. Yeah, he was a 2016 3rd round pick. Crazy, he got drafted over Dak Prescott, right? When you actually think back in hindsight about some shit like that. Journeyman defensive tackle going over maybe a future Hall of Fame quarterback. No, at least going into the Ring of Honor for the Dallas Cowboys.
What's so crazy is it seems like it's kind of scary and it's kind of inspiring because it lets you see that you could have a gem sitting there somewhere down in the 4th round, or it says that you can draft somebody over a gem. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two possibilities. That's why the draft is such a crazy place. You know what I'm saying? It's just a crazy place. So we got to make sure we do our due diligence, do everything in our power to get the right people. That is why, real quick, I just got to say this. That is why, to me and me alone, the most important thing about the draft is to make sure you get a good player.
I agree.
I want a good player over everything. Like, I want a good player over anything else. I'm going to just tell y'all that's just real talk. Because it's so many chances that you can have a bad player. And, like, nobody wants a bad player, man. Nobody. If you get a bad player, it don't matter what round you got him in. You're shit out of luck. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And if you get a good player, it don't matter what round he in, right? You know what I'm saying? Think about it. This is a great way to look at it. If we would have drafted Dak in the 1st round of that draft, would you be upset?
No.
Answer that question.
No, nobody be upset.
Dak played like a 1st round quarterback his whole career. If Dak would have played that 2016 year fresh out the draft, being drafted in the 1st round, his whole life would have been different. He would have had a whole different life. Even though he lived up to it and you know what I'm saying, beat all the odds and was the underdog and came up and rose, had a meteoric rise. If he would have started out as the guy, the 1st round pick guy, and came out with a 2016 performance, they might have would have gave that boy MVP, Ken. Trap. For real. Trap. Now you see what they just did with Drake May. They trying to boost him up. They trying to raise his roof. You remember that back in the day? Raise the roof. They trying to raise his roof. Like, he don't even supposed to be that high. They trying to make him like he was the best thing since sliced bread. They was finna give it to him. So you gotta watch it. It's a whole different ball game depending on where you get drafted at.
I agree, but like you said, he did, live up to it. He ended up being Rookie of the Year, set NFL records, during his rookie season. So I don't think anybody would have been upset with Dak Prescott going in the 1st round. He said McCoy and CJ Allen would be ideal to me. If you're saying McCoy at 12 and CJ Allen at 20, because I'm not drafting CJ Allen as at 12. I barely want CJ Allen.
That name's so crazy.
What?
Jermad. For some reason, she had to be creative with that shit. She said, hey,
it might mean
no another Jermad in the world, bro. You just don't.
It might actually mean something, nigga.
Jermad, that's different. Cause you hear Gerard all the time, Jarrell or something like that, but Jermad, that's different. She said you're gonna be a special one. Yeah, Hood decent. He decent. We like Mansour a little better. We like Jermad a little better.
I ain't gonna hold you. If we just talk about Colton Hood, I fucking take Chris Johnson over Colton Hood, nigga. I ain't saying nothing bad about Colton Hood. It's just like I probably would take Chris Johnson over him. And I'm still
really better than Delane to me.
He is. McCoy is better than Delane. It just one is healthy, and one of them got to run and show that he's back being healthy.
How tall is Jermad?
They're both the same height. They both like 5'11", 6 foot.
This is a different. We in a different age, y'all. This is truly a different age for the Dallas Cowboys. We traditionally don't mess with those small corners. That's why it was hard for Jordan Lewis to get on the field. We never been fond of small corners. Hardly none of our defensive coordinators. We don't rock with them. But I was excited about drafting Jordan Lewis out of Michigan because of his ball skills. They was calling this boy the ball guy. You know what I'm saying? Pause if necessary. You know. They was calling this man the ball guy. So I don't know. You feel me? So I thought he should been. You know, we been. If y'all was outside back then, y'all know we was fighting for Jordan Lewis to be on the field. I don't know if y'all was there. I don't know if y'all was outside. But we loved Jordan Lewis' skill set so much that we was fighting for him to get on the field. But he never got on the field because of most of the defensive coordinators that we had on this team, on the Dallas Cowboys, did not like that type of guy, regardless of his skill set. That was sad. And we wasted a lot of years of Jordan Lewis, and then he finally got to spread his wings and show his true colors, and when he got paid, and, you know, the rest is history. But you want to move on. Mr. What's his name? Bullock. Hopefully you come in here and ball out, sir. I made this bigger because it was a lot of stuff on here, and it was been real small, so I don't think they would have been able to read it. So I split it into two. I don't know what happened to him. Did I do that? I think he just gone. Yeah, he ain't disappeared for some reason. Let me see what's going on. But hold on. Wait a minute. I don't know what happened to you, sir. He just disappeared. I don't think I did that one. All right. I don't know what happened to him. But hopefully he get back on the screen real quick. But until then, I'll continue the show. Okay, John Machota updated list of Dallas Cowboys moves. Franchise tag wide receiver George Pickens, which is terrible. Resign. Let's see. I think that's not it. Resign running back Javonte Williams, which I think was premature. You know, that was a preemie sign. You know what I'm saying? That was preemie. Resign Edge Williams, Sam Williams. I think that's good value. Not a good player, for real, but I think that's good value for what you signed him for at a position of need. I'm not mad at that move at all. Traded for edge rusher Rashawn Gary. There you go. Mr. Henry the Moore. I don't know what happened to him.
Wi-Fi went out in the crib, so I had to come in through my phone on my data.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me you got that Fugazi Wi-Fi. That what y'all, yeah, you can't be getting the Fugazi Wi-Fi, man.
Anyway, nigga.
That shit free. Don't do that. But
what we looking at?
We're looking at all the moves that the Dallas Cowboys made. So instead of rushing through them, I want to get your opinions on them. George Pickens, franchise tag, good or bad?
Good that we kept them. Bad that we used the tag on them and haven't gotten a long-term deal done yet. I think it's counterproductive. I think you would have had more cap flexibility. Would have been able to be a little bit more aggressive had you just gave him a long-term deal. You know how I feel about that. I'm happy he's here in Dallas because I need him. You know, I need George Pickens. But I wish that we had George Pickens long-term.
We are lockstep in that regard. I feel exactly the same way. We got a super chat by someone. Mr. Keystone, I don't know who channel is on, but salute with the $4.99 for your mind. He says, my country ass cousins, what's up? What's happening? What's happening, my PA brother? What's going on, man? He in Oppville over there repping the Cowboys, man. We appreciate you. You doing the Lord's work. Traded for hold up, I skipped it. Re-sign running back Javonte Williams. You know I feel the same way about George Pickens. How you feel about the Javonte Williams move?
I'm not mad at it. I'll give it a solid B. The man ran for over 1,200 yards last year. You got him for a pretty decent deal. You know, I know it says whatever it says on paper, but you know how the Dallas Cowboys structure contracts. He got like 2 years of money. Matter of fact, I might be mistaken about that. They might be able to get out of his contract even sooner than that. So you got a productive running back. He was a top 10 rusher in the league last year. He's good in pass pro. He's a hard runner. And that still don't stop you from drafting somebody else. If Love is there, then you just happen to draft him. You got the best running back room in the division.
True. I just think it was a little premature, man. Like, kudos to Shotty and his staff, you know what I'm saying, and the Cowboys front office, because I think they wanted to move like that. They wanted to show Javonte that they was in a committed, you know what I'm saying, relationship with him. You know what I'm saying? They was committed because they jumped the gun to me. I felt like they should have waited to, you know, exercise some options. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of torn between the two. Because I understand he did have a great year. I can't get mad at his year. But at the same time, I'm looking at it like you always supposed to explore the options when you're trying to get better. And I feel like it was probably some better moves you could have made. You know what I'm saying? At least pair him with somebody. You know what I'm saying? But I think they jumped the gun. I ain't mad at Javonte, though. I think he had a great year. I think he pretty much embodies what we trying to do, what Shotty want to do on the offensive side. He runs physical. I love a guy that runs physical, but at the same time, you know, what is his shelf life? You know what I'm saying? Them guys there for a good time, not a long time, right here. Just being real, them guys run like that. They here for a good time, not a long time. So that's what type of stuff that concerns me. But I ain't mad at it, man. Javonte a good player, so I can't get mad at signing a good player for a good deal. Regardless of, you know, was it premature or not. I can't get mad at it. But re-signing edge rusher Sam Williams, how you feel about that move?
Man, they should have shot this nigga. He should have had his ass on the sideline with Taco Charlton looking crazy. Because Taco Charlton in UFL not playing.
Just don't do it.
But nah, I'm being a little facetious. I don't mind it. What he signed for? Like a bag of chips?
A little, man.
A bag of chips and some Skittles?
I think the whole deal add up to $3 million.
Damn. Yeah. So, you know, I'm being hard on Sam because, you know, I have really, really high expectations for Sam at one point. You know, so, but I'll say this. On a scale of 1 to 10, you know, you don't really have any talent in the pass rushing room. You got a guy that you used to look at like he was going to be one of them niggas. You know, ain't really put it together. You know, he's slow and he hurt. You know, so you give him an opportunity.
Wait a minute, man. Hold on. Wait a fucking minute. Say that again. You can't just breeze by that. What Kevin Hart said, you just can't breeze by that. Like you ain't just say that. Like he's slow and hurt.
Yeah, I talk about his mind.
What do you mean?
You know, like I talk about his mind. I talk about he's slow.
I'm saying, what do you mean by that? You gotta elaborate on that. You just can't say stuff like that, huh?
Sir. You know Sam eats crayons.
Stop it, man. Don't be like
that. Nigga eat. There's a reason he can only say slam. It's all the toxins from the crayons.
Slamming.
Slam to slam.
Slamming. Nigga, you thought he ain't had no vocabulary. He put the ing on that motherfucker.
The ER, the ING.
Slammer.
He even get fancy, throw the S on it. Slams.
Hell nah. Y'all got Sam messed up. You messed up
but
every
$3
screen
million.
when you left out of here, man. Let's blame Henny
It
the
be
boy.
like that
It ain't got
sometimes.
nothing to do with the producer. This is all on Henny. You know what I'm
Ain't
saying?
got shit to do with it. Ain't got shit to do with a nigga actually controlling.
Look at
shit,
this.
huh?
Every screen messed up because of him. I ain't did nothing, y'all. I'm over here just producing my ass off. You feel me? Like, I'm just doing
Let
my
him tell
thing. We slamming. He made a song and everything. R.I.P. Bob Marley. We slamming.
R.I.P.
But yeah, man, I ain't mad at the move at all. You know me. I like Sam. He hasn't lived up to what I thought he could bring to us, of course. That's why I think this is a very low, very high risk move. Very low risk, high reward move, in my opinion. Because if somebody could get through to Sam's, given to what Henny the Moore just said, thick skull, if they can get through to his thick skull, maybe, just maybe, they can unlock the player that we saw out of Ole Miss. That's what I'm hoping about. So I'm kind of hopeful on that. And this the same guy that was beating Mike on the get off drill, man. You can't tell me it ain't nothing there, right? Or is this the equivalent to a receiver just running fast? Let me know, y'all. Let me know.
Trap.
Y'all know I'm gonna be as fast as possible. I like Sam mostly solely because of his athleticism and the upside and all that good stuff. I understand. That's why I am sorta kinda bullish on the potential or the idea of Sam Williams. Not particularly the player that he actually is. I'm just projecting. You know what I'm saying? Just being fair. I'm projecting. I'm optimistic about what he could be. Is this the equivalent? Because I'm not a defensive edge expert. You feel me? I play a wide receiver. Is this the same thing as saying he can run fast so he can play receiver? Is this the equivalent?
It might be, honestly.
Let me
I ain't
know,
gonna lie
y'all.
to you.
Let me know, y'all. Because, it could be. You know who else had a good first step, though?
Who?
Mizey Smith. No, he didn't.
In college, for sure.
Yeah, not in the pros, though.
That nigga forgot
Not in
everything
the pros.
he ever did.
He stepped like 2-3 ticks late in the pros. Tristan
know what the hell
Hill.
was on that
Tristan
nigga.
Hill had a dope first step. And he just wasn't a good player, though.
We are America's team.
Right.
The most watched.
Am I wrong? Somebody
No, you
correct
ain't
me
wrong.
if I'm wrong. A first step don't mean you good. So, I don't know. Sam could not be good. You know, it just is what it is. That could be a possibility. The world may never know. We'll see. All right, moving along. Trade for edge Russell, Rashawn Gary. How you feeling about that?
You can skip that question.
Sheesh. Don't be like that, man.
All right, fuck it. I mean, listen.
Damn. You're too big, nigga.
Pause, nigga.
Big head ass nigga.
Still pause, nigga.
Oh, see that? Y'all make everything good. God damn. You can't even crack on them.
You think,
That's crazy.
you think how Brandon Cooks was moving?
Yeah, Brent. I don't know what happened to your audio. I don't know if it's me. But Brandon Cooks said something that was severely gay. He did. It was severely gay. So now he just gonna mess up everything I was doing. But yeah, Brandon Cooks said some very severely gay stuff out of his mouth for some reason. I would not recommend a person to say a thing like he said ever in life.
That nigga said.
I just want y'all to know
he
that.
said, "Let me see."
That was crazy work.
See, Lamb said you gotta come back.
Lord. And y'all know I would not decline on, I don't know what, he ain't got that Fugazi or Wi-Fi over there. I don't know why. I don't know. I would not decline at the opportunity to talk about the flying body catcher, man. Trap. Y'all know I would talk about the revenge of the flying body catchers, you know? But that young man told CD Lamb he wanna see what that nigga said. This man was, first of all, 88 shouldn't be taking a picture in his jammy jams, in his underwear, for no reason. The days of men, straight men, doing like sexy shit online, openly sexy shit, like, hey, look at me type shit. I think those days are gone because it's just too much weird activity going on. It's too much weird activity going on out here, man. Like, you almost to the point you subjecting yourself like a woman. You know, like a half-dressed woman. If you a half-dressed man, it's the same thing these days, man. It's weird. Yeah. The revenge of the flying body catchers. You know what I'm saying? That shit sounds so sad. That shit sounds so scary, right? I would not want to be around a flying body catcher. I promise you. I promise you, I would not want to be around one of those guys. To be honest, this is some shit an 88 would do. Wait a minute. You just can't breeze by that type of shit. You gotta elaborate. You gotta explain. Why would you feel that way? Why? I get it though. I'm gonna be foul. Y'all know me. I try my best to be foul. In the black space, we really typically don't joke like that. We don't really joke like that much. Now, I can't speak for these younger guys. I'm from another time. I'm just from another time, bro. I'm an old man. I'm from another time. All right? But back in my day, we didn't play like that. These days, these younger guys, maybe they more on the, you know, the white boy humor. They always used to do that. Like, and it be funny when I see them do it, you know. It be funny. They do their own thing. That's just their type of humor. It's nothing wrong with it. But it's just, we don't do that type of stuff. So I'ma just be foul. Maybe it was a joke, but it's just like, don't joke like that, my guy. Trap. That was a bit much, Archer. That was a bit much. The Archer turned to the Cupid. He seen CD and them goddamn undies, man. What's going on? That boy got his arrows from Cupid when he seen 88. That's crazy. But you don't want to, I wouldn't recommend doing that type of shit these days. It's just weird activity going on. Moving along, Mike get a pass. The coke was pure back then. Oh, you talking about some of them weird pictures that Mike took? Didn't he take some weird pictures or something? He probably went to too many Diddy parties, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't go in the room, it's just like the fumes of a Diddy party just get in his pores and, you know, it just contaminates you after a while. Trap. If you anywhere in close proximity of Diddy, you know, you just start doing weird shit, man. It's just, hey, it's just how it go. He was shooting his shot. Yikes. Say he close to our age. You right though. Brandon Cooks is 30 something, right? Yeah, that's just, I don't know. Cause you gotta, I ain't finna keep doing this. We ain't doing this. We might need to react to that on the other channel, man. That's just, yeah. The Diddy fumes just get into your pores and then, you know, you just turn into another guy. But yeah. I don't really want to do the show too much without him, but he taking a little too long, so I'm gonna have to move along. Salute to Miss Brandy walking in the building. Salute. Well, wait a minute. Let's continue, man, because somebody done kidnapped him. Hope it wasn't Jerry, because he got something for you. But moving along, I'll tell you how I feel about the Rashawn Gary trade. I wasn't super duper excited about it. I don't think he's just the greatest player in the world. Is he better than what we had? Of course he is. I think he can help this team. And, you know, at the same time, I actually think that we should at least give Christian Parker time to try to cook, man. I know he brought out some noodles and a couple of packets. It didn't look like the ingredients that he's using is gonna make the best type of meal, but we still gotta let the young man cook, man. So I'ma trust him. He went and sought after this, man. Maybe that wasn't his first choice. Who knows? We don't know. But he did initiate the trade. He brought him on to the staff. So hopefully he got a plan and he can maximize what he is. I mean, that's the best we can hope for with him. Sign safety Jalen Thompson. I think I like this. I like this one of the better ones, because we've been desperately needing some upgrades in the safety position. I've been complaining about Malik Hooker and company, Donovan Wilson. If you watch my shows, if you ever listen to Landlord, you know, I've been talking about these guys. I think Malik Hooker is a decent player, but I always wanted to upgrade. And I feel like Jalen Thompson is definitely an upgrade over Malik Hooker. I think he got more range. I think he's a little more aware. I think he got a little better instincts for the ball. So I think that's better. That Fugazi Wi-Fi got my guy hands, so we're gonna keep it moving until he can get back on. All right. So I think Jalen Thompson is an upgrade. I'm not mad at that at all. Moving along, signed Kobe Durant. I think that was one of the better signings. That might be my favorite signing of the offseason so far. You know, far as free agents go, I think he can actually be a starter. I think I like him right now, this second, as of March 28th, 7:08 p.m. Central Time. I think I like him better than all the corners that we have. I know that's crazy. I don't know how much is that actually saying, but you know. Yeah, that fiber don't play, man. I got that fiber over here. Trap. You feel me? I got that fiber over here, you feel me? So, yeah, that shit don't play. That's the better signing of the season to me. Sign safety PJ Locke. I think that was one of those. That's my type of guy. I think he'll help, you know, be a voice as far as the veterans go. I think he'll help teach the defense with Christian Park. I think he'll be the coach outside of the coach type vibes. And I think he can still offer some decent play at safety these days. I think he'll be a communicator. That's what I think PJ Locke role would be, from him playing for Christian Parker over there in Denver for the few years he was there. I think that'll be a communicator for the team. Veteran safety, nice pickup. I'm going to call this young man 00. I haven't really looked too much into him, so I'm not going to give y'all a false, you know what I'm saying, generalized answer about him. I'm going to put that as a question mark for me. See, maybe he ain't looked at him. I don't know, but I haven't really checked him out. I feel like we ODing on DT for some reason. Like, he said that we wasn't because we lost Solomon Thomas and Oso Digizur and Perrion Winfrey. We lost 3 and we brought 2 in, but for some reason it feel like we ODing off of defensive tackle. So I don't know. All right, moving along, we signed Sam Howell. I like the signing, to be honest. Believe it or not, I might go far as to say that Sam Howell might be better than Cooper Rush, y'all, to me. I think Sam Howell might be a better quarterback than Cooper Rush. Like, just pure skill set, pure talent. I think he's a better guy. But what Cooper will get the edge at right now is because the Cooper that we saw was Cooper years and years into the offensive system, so he knew the offense. So he was that veteran. He knew all the plays. He knew exactly what he needed to know to be able to run the offense at a very high level. So he might be better in that regard. But if you give Sam Howell a couple years to learn the offense and be up under the tutelage of Dak Prescott and, Shotty, I think that'll make a good backup. I think he'll be a good backup. I actually think that's probably one of the more low-key signings of the Dallas Cowboys offseason. Sam Howell, the same guy who beat us that one time, and the Redskins thought they had a goddamn quarterback.
Trap.
That was one of the few times Washington beat us. And Sam Howell was the guy that pulled it off. So I ain't gonna lie, I think that's a decent signing right there. All right, moving along. Signing edge rusher Tyrus Wheat. I think this is a count body type signing. You know what I'm saying? I think they throwing darts in the dark, trying to figure something out at the positions of need. At the positions of need, you can't be a beggar. Well, you can't be a chooser because you are a beggar right now. Like, that's why I supported Sam Williams signing. Like, that's a position of need. You can't be Sadiddy when, you know what I'm saying, you over here eating hot Cheetos and shit. You a hood nigga trying to be Sadiddy, man.
Trap.
You can't be acting like the most beautiful girl in the club. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't even got your hair done or your nails done. You feel what I'm saying? You in there with some Jordans on. You can't be acting like that. You just can't do that. So when it comes to positions of need, we got to make sure we at least try again. Leave no stone unturned. We don't want to be the fool to let somebody go and then they go and help somebody else. And we still stressed. That'll be terrible. Moving along. Matt Hennessy. I ain't looked at him. I said that's Henny the Moore cousin right there. I ain't looked at that young man. Let's see. Moving along. Tight end Princeton Fant. I like Princeton Fant. I think he really should have got an opportunity a couple times. But I understand why not, because, the politics in Dallas. Princeton Fant was actually one of the better tight ends. He played better than Schoonmaker. Let's be real. He played better than Schoonmaker in the preseason. He showed us more than Schoonmaker in camp. He really did. But politics says Schoonmaker was a second-round pick, so he get denied. It is what it is. Moving along. What is his name? Darren Kendrick. I think he a pretty solid cornerback. I ain't saying he gonna change your life. I ain't gonna say he gonna move, the needle too far, but I think he can be a solid depth piece in the secondary. Christian Parker knows exactly the traits that he need, and I'ma trust him. For the first year, I'ma trust him. You're gonna hear that a lot because I think that's just fair. You're gonna trust him. I'ma trust him. I'ma give him the opportunity to fuck up that trust, though. I am.
Trap.
You mess it up, that's on you. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt coming through the door. I agreed to terms with defensive lineman Jonathan Bullard. Haven't had a chance to look at him either. But I assume that he probably will be just a depth piece. We have some outstanding defensive tackles on this team. And I'm not too concerned about the defensive tackle position. I don't know why you're not acquiring more edge rushers right now. I think that's a L. I think that's kind of irresponsible by the defensive coordinators, because you gotta get more and more people in here, as many as possible. I think that's the smartest thing to do. All right, moving along. Re-sign Corey Valentine. I don't know this man from a can of paint. Moving along. Signed a tender with TJ Bass. I think that's good depth. I think TJ Bass is a good player to keep on this team. without breaking the bank. You know what I'm saying? O-line depth is a premium in this league. I'm surprised nobody really, you know what I'm saying, tried to get him. But I think it's a second round tender, so I'm not surprised. But TJ Bass being still on this team, I think that's pretty decent. And it might pay dividends. Hopefully we don't have to see him, but you know, if push come to shove, you know you got a solid guard to come in and, you know, relieve some players if need be. I'm not mad at that at all. Signed tender for cornerback Reddy Stewart. I like Reddy Stewart. I think Reddy Stewart is a decent cornerback. I think he's scrappy. I think he's a solid tackler. I think he plays with the tenacity. He damn near remind you of a safety. But I like the temperament that he plays with. I think he was one of the bright spots in our defense last year that was very dark. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't many bright spots in that defense last year. I think Reddy Stewart was definitely one of those. And I'm not mad at bringing him back. Second round tender for kicker Brandon Aubrey. Y'all know how I feel about Brandon Aubrey. He's a kicker. You know what I'm saying? He's a good kicker, but he's still a kicker. And $10 million is pretty high to me. I don't care what nobody says for a kicker, especially when you're trying to do all these other wonderful things with your defense. But I ain't mad at Brandon Aubrey, man. You know, it is what it is. If they decide to pay him that money, then that's what he worth. But I wouldn't be mad either way. All right. Traded defensive tackle Oso Digizua to the 49ers. I think this is an excellent move by the Cowboys.
Trap.
I know a lot of people was mad and sad. You know, he just built a house. You know, they was letting you hear it. They was getting real sad. You know, they was. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you paid attention to what he's worth and you know the market situation, I don't think Oso Digizua. I did not think we would get a third round pick for him at all. When I heard we got a third, I was ecstatic. I was like, wow. I thought we would get maybe a fourth, low ball, a fifth. We got a third for Osa? Huh. I'll come to Dallas and help you.
Trap.
I come help you get your stuff together, Osa, if you need me, man. Hit me up in the DM, you know what I'm saying? I'll help you get up out of here. I thought that was a great move by the Cowboys. I think that's one of the few moves that we actually won. Believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? We like Osa. We seen what Osa's capable of. This is no shade or no hate on Osa. But I didn't see him warranting too much more than what we got at all. Like a second round pick, boy, shit, we would have been popping bottles for all eternity. Shit. Like it would have been a constant bottle popping celebration. And we could have got a second round pick for Osa. Where did we draft him at? Like, we drafted him in the third or the... What we drafted Osa at? In the fourth? We got more for him than what we paid for him, if I ain't mistaken. Hold on. What we drafted that man at? Real quick. Yeah, we drafted him in the fourth. Let me make sure. Third round. So we got the same amount. We got the same amount for him. I think that's fair. Because given his production over these years, I wouldn't say that he boosted up his stock much. And I wouldn't say he plummeted it too far down either. So I'll say it's pretty fair. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty the same. He stayed where he came out. And I think that's a fair deal. I honest to God, thought we would have got a fourth for him. A third, I'm running, I'm happy. I'm Gucci. Salute to the intro goddess in the building. What's happening? That young lady intro done went diamond in the hood, boy.
Trap, 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 trap.
All the comments be asking about the intro. They don't even say nothing about the content no more. Goddamn. Like the intro going crazy, man. Hey, shit. Shout out to you guys in the building. Traded for defensive tackle Solomon. No, we traded defensive tackle Solomon Thomas to the Titans for absolutely nothing. Like, we didn't even get anything. Like, we got nothing, basically. You know? We got a whole bunch of nothing. That's what we got. Shout out to you guys with the $5 super. She says, "Can't you put me down for a Brandon Aubrey tee, please?" You want a Brandon Aubrey t-shirt? That what you talking about? So I assume that you are pro Brandon Aubrey and you want to sign him back. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you at all, man. I ain't mad at you. I don't really care too much either way, man. That nigga a kicker, bro. I'm sorry. He's a kicker. That man kicks the ball, bro. That's what he do. He kicks the ball. Yeah, she is spitting. She going crazy, man. I be lit and behind the scenes, you know, you can't see me while the intro on, but I be back here lit. But let's see. JT, hey, man. I don't think I gave that man his proper goodbyes, man, but salute to Jalen Tolbert for giving us time out of his day coming on the show, you know what I'm saying? Salute to Jalen Tolbert, man. Hey, I hope you do well on your path that you on now, man. I hope you do great. But he did give us a nice interview. I don't know if some of y'all might have not been outside for that. Maybe y'all was still sleeping on land. Maybe some of y'all weren't here, you know what I'm saying? But Jalen Tolbert did a great interview for us. I think he gave us some great perspective on him as a player and how he came into the game and how he was trying to grow. I think he explained himself very well. He articulated himself well. So I think that interview gave him a second chance for Cowboy Nation, real talk. I think Cowboy Nation gave him a fair shot. Like, okay, bad, bro. Maybe we jumped the gun. We dodged out too soon. We gonna give you another shot. We got you. My fault. We gave him a clean slate, and then he came back and didn't do nothing.
Trap, 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 trap.
I won't say he did nothing, but he didn't do what we thought he should do. That's the problem. We have a standard. Shout out to you guys' support again on, I don't know if it's on different channels or what, but you know, salute. She says, "I need me a Milton jersey too, please. Thanks." Now you trolling me.
Trap.
You trolling me.
Trap, trap, trap.
You gotta be trolling me. Cause you want a picture of him throwing an orange or a football. You know what I'm saying? Them your options. We gonna have you, we gonna give you a custom Milton jersey while he doing a backward flip, throwing an orange at the same time. We got you. We got you. You gotta be trolling me right now. Talking about a damn. This is crazy. The orange chuckle. Tolbert is the only receiving on the Dolphins. Yeah, he might get some run over there, ain't it? Do y'all think they hired Jalen Tolbert to be bad on purpose? That's crazy, man. Stop it. Stop it, landlord. Relax. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. Them boys signed Jalen Tolbert to tank. That's crazy. Moving along. Safety, Ranye Thomas signed with the Colts. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I'm kind of pissed off at Ranye, man.
Trap, 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 trap.
Cause if you think, hey, y'all crazy. If you think about it, bro, Ranye was one of those guys, bro. We had so much hope for Ranye because he had so much athleticism. He had so many traits. He was super traits guy. He ran a 4.2, 4.3. He was this athletic, fast safety guy that could potentially take over if he get a shot. I remember this shit, bro. Real talk. Nah, y'all finna have to smell my cologne on this one. Y'all been have to smell my cologne on this one. I'm sorry. I remember this shit. We was like, boy, if Wanye get his opportunity, we might not see Malik Hooker no more. We might not see Donovan Wilson no more. Wanye gonna take that clean over. We had that much hope and faith in Wanye's abilities. Wanye got his ass in the game and then do a goddamn thing.
Trap.
And I was one of them people too. I was up here like, man, Wanye got the skill set, man. He way better than these. This is when we start talking like, we don't see these players every day, bro. Just being fouled to the front office and the coaching staff, bro, they see these dudes every day. They do. So if they ain't playing his ass, it might be a goddamn reason.
Trap.
We sat up there and fought for that man for no goddamn reason, bro. Straight up. Let me go, man, because he pissing me off again. We fought for this man all that goddamn time, and he did nothing. That's crazy. Moving along. Mr. Jack Sanborn, the dude with the dopest name on the planet, and can't play football no more. So go back home to the Bears. Adios, amigos. Moving along. Brock Hoffman, the 8th round, signed with the Steelers. Goodbye. Nice doing podcasts. You know what I'm saying? We liked your podcast, my guy. I did think Brock was a decent, you know what I'm saying, decent depth piece. I ain't mad at him, but good riddance. Moving along, defensive end, Peyton Turner signed with the Lions. He wouldn't get no opportunities over here. And I absolutely hate the Lions. So, goodbye. Robert Jones signed with the 49ers. Damn the 49ers too. So we can move along. Hey, we got to donate to get him some better Wi-Fi because this man been gone the whole show. I'd have had to take over and hijack the show like a real one. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know who this is, but a trade offer has been suggested. The Browns will receive a 2026 first-round pick, 12 overall, 2026 first-round pick, 20 overall, 2027 first-round pick, and we only receive Myles Garrett. Sheesh. Them 3 first-round picks just don't sit right with me, bro. Just don't sit right with me. You'll hear people saying, man, it's Myles Garrett. Like, I get it. I'm not downplaying Myles Garrett. I'm just talking about the thought process. Because if you had $1 million, right? If you went into a dealership and the car was worth, let's say, $60,000. And then they tried to say, I want $85,000, nigga. That's what I want. Even though you got it, you still shouldn't be volunteering to get yourself screwed over, bro. What the fuck?
Trap.
I just don't, I'm not finna volunteer myself to get screwed, bro. I'm not finna volunteer myself to get swindled. I'm just not. I'm sorry. That's just not how I'm built. I'm not finna give you the opportunity to get one up on me for no reason. It's not necessary. I'm not finna give you no 3, bro. I'm just not. Nah, I'm not giving you no 3. Y'all can be mad at me all you want. 3 is ridiculous to me. Andrew said this year 2 first should be enough because that is too much and greedy. Exactly, man. I'm sorry. I know we want them. I know a lot of people don't care if they have to give up they firstborn to get them. But I'm not finna get screwed, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm just not. It's like, as a man, you have a certain integrity that it don't matter, bro. Like, you stand on certain principles I'm not finna get screwed. I'm just not. Real men ain't getting screwed. A real man negotiates. That's just real. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Real men negotiate. Especially if it's a place that negotiations are accepted. And this is a place that negotiations are accepted. And it is what it is. You meet a man that pay the first price he here. I don't know if you met a man.
Trap.
And I don't give a damn if he rich or not. I don't care if he rich or not. It just, men have a way of negotiating and getting shit done. And you shouldn't just be accepting no sticker prices. That ain't how we do it. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. That's just me, bro. I can't do it. I'm not finna let you do me dirty like that. I'm not. No. And I'm glad Dallas stood on business about Max Crosby too.
Trap.
I know we want him. I know we desperate. I know. But it's still certain principles that you don't just sit there and voluntarily get your fucking head chopped off. You gonna just go place your head in the guillotine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not a sheep. I'm not just finna willingly go to my slaughter. That's not what I'm about to do, bro. And we can debate that all day, bro. It is what it is, man. I'm not finna get screwed, bro. That's not finna happen. I'm a real man. Now, we finna have a real negotiation. If you come at me with some BS, I'ma walk out that room with my head up, bro, like a real. I'ma walk out that room with my head up, with my chest out, like a real man would do. I know Cowboy fan don't like that. Land the Super Bowl winning teams make these trades. We not trading 2 firsts for a might be. What you mean? I don't understand that. I understand the first part. We not trading 2 firsts for a might be, for a maybe. Oh, so you saying if we traded 2 firsts for somebody else, it's a might be. But you trying to say this is a guarantee. That what you trying to say? I disagree. This is a, I almost said one of them bad words. This is a all-time swindle. This is a heist. This is grand larceny. That's what this is. I'm not finna do it. No. Hell no. If you got any kind of dignity, any kind of pride, you wouldn't do this. Sorry. Just not doing that. Mr. Doomsday Cowboys said, guys, y'all need to relax. Rashawn Gary would be great with Clinton Clark, Ken Williams in the middle. I'm not giving more than a first for Garrett. Nah, I don't know about the first comments, but, you know, I think he'll be okay. I'm still saying we should do something, but I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. The scenario you sent, let's talk about it, man. Shout out to the Reeves real quick. You did a lot of moving and grooving though, Reeves. That's the only thing. It's like after you keep doing so many movements, it to me it get a little iffy then. Let me see. My boy sent the mock draft and everything. He said Dallas trade down pick 12 to around 15 and 17 for a second round pick. Then trade the 20th back to around 24 to 26 for a second or a third round pick. Take those first round picks, 16 and 24, send them to Cleveland along with years 1 and this year's first and a second for Myles Garrett. So let me say that again. All right. trade down pick 12 to get around 15 or 17 for a second. So now you got pick 15 or 17 plus a second round pick. Then trade back with the 20th pick, and then you will be around 24 or 26 for a second or a third. I don't think they'll give you a second or a third for that low of a pick. Maybe you get a fourth, probably at best. Maybe you get a fourth at best. So basically he's saying trade down for both first round picks. That way you still keeping first round picks and you adding extra picks from what you compensated from. So instead of being pick 12, you'll be pick 15 plus a second. Instead of being pick 20, you'll be pick 24 plus I'll say a fourth, being realistic. Then he's saying package those first round picks, 16 and 24, send them to Cleveland along with, hold on. You said Cleveland along with years, first and second for Miles. So I'm assuming you meant with the 16th pick, the 24th pick, and the extra second that you got from moving down from the 12th pick, you send them 3 picks for Miles. I'm not mad at 2 firsts and a little more, but 3 firsts is just preposterous.
Trap.
Now, that ain't a terrible idea, but it's just too perfect. I think it's too many moving pieces, Reeves. It's possible, but you'll need a lot of contenders. You'll need a lot of, you know what I'm saying? You'll need a lot of people that's working with you. You'll need a lot of people working with you. But I see your logic, and then you'll need them to be ready on the spot too. Would y'all think? I think Miles will go down draft time though.
Trap.
I think closer to the draft, Miles price tag will go down. Cause now you starting to actually see what your possibilities is with these draft picks. Like, damn, they saying, oh, buddy gonna fall right here, and we could do this and that. Now you starting to envision yourself with these draft picks. Then the day of, I think that'll be the lowest you can get Myles Garrett for. Because it's like, you either gonna do it or you not. And then we can upgrade your whole draft right now. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think the closer to the draft you get, the lower Myles Garrett price tag will be. Because the closer to the draft you get, the more attractive those picks will look. That's just in my opinion. What y'all think? Intro guy that said we better see the championship game for all this. That's a lot, right? And to be honest, I don't think he'll do it. I don't think this one player will get you there. You need more than that. I think he'll be a hell of a piece. Be a hell of a piece. Now, I'm not gonna say that. That boy gonna go on sale for sure. Straight up.
Trap.
That boy gonna be on. He gonna be on the clearance rack. I think Max Crosby will be cheaper too, close to the draft, cause it only makes sense. Think about it. This right here finna prove my case. And I'm probably finna wrap this up because Hen and abandoned the show and everything. Y'all make sure y'all go on his page and troll him for the Fugazio Wi-Fi he got over there. And then he ain't even come back in there. You know what I'm saying? He just hit hooky on work and then he ain't come back. You feel me? But listen. This right here finna prove my point. If I told you we traded George Pickens for a 2028 first round pick, you wouldn't be as happy, would you? The further away the picks are, the less valuable they are. For sure. The only way that a further away draft pick could be more valuable if you already got the draft in your head. Like, you know what that draft gonna look like. That's the only way you will value a down the road draft more than something that's closer or current. That's the only way. That's the only logic I can think of. And more than likely, you would definitely value the draft right now because it's right now, opposed to those future picks. I think that right there made my case. So the closer we get to the draft, by that same logic, them picks gotta go up in value. Because think about it, we do see a lot of draft day trades. The Cowboys just don't be involved. That's all. The Cowboys just a little foreign to that idea. But the rest of the league ain't. You see draft day trades, and I believe because you kind of view those picks as more valuable at that time. So, yeah, I think these guys' price tag definitely going down. Because listen, Raiders, this is for you sons of guns. To the Las Vegas Raiders, I want y'all to understand this. Y'all niggas ain't fooling nobody. That man said he didn't want to play there. Y'all actually traded that man, put the paperwork in, did everything in y'all power to get that man away from y'all team. Now all of a sudden y'all niggas just all a big old happy family again. Get the fuck up. Trap. Get the fuck up out of here. Now all of a sudden y'all just a happy family again. We not believing you. What Jay said, we don't believe you. We need more people. That is not finna pass, bro. We not finna, no. He's still on the market, regardless if he talking about he a Raider, I'm still a Raider. Get the fuck out of here, Max. You just told that team you done with them. They should be looking at you with the side eye when you come in there for training camp. You not a Raider no more. You was seconds away from not being a Raider. Now all of a sudden you're a Raider for life again. Stop it. Y'all just don't want to let us know that the price is dropping. But if you got common sense, you know the price dropping. Quit playing around, man. Quit playing around. We not here to play. Y'all better be ready to play ball when it's time. That nigga still for sale, man. I don't care what nobody say. That man don't want to play for them no more. He expressed it. Y'all didn't want him to play there no more. Y'all expressed it. So now all of a sudden y'all back down for life. Get out of here. We not accepting that. But hey, man, I appreciate all the love and support. I'm finna have to abort the rest of this show. I gotta go. I appreciate all y'all, man. Make sure y'all tap in for the win. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Make sure y'all go over there on Hen channel and say some crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? Before you slap a couple Eagle fans, make sure you go over there and say, hey, Hen, get it together. You know what I'm saying? Because you left landlord stranded. You know what I'm saying? He left us stranded, and we don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So he got to pay. He got to pay for that. So make sure y'all go over there and troll my guy Hen, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. But I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. And we out, man. Make sure y'all hit that hype button on the way out too, man. Hey, what that boy West Coast say? Never look down because the stars up. All that good stuff. Peace out. Y'all stay up.